So, as you can probably tell by the title, this is not going to be a typical video, but more or less an announcement. And I know many of you have probably already seen the post, but just in case for those who didn't, or those who just want some more info, this one's for you. But anyways, yeah, I am actually hosting an art competition, like one with prizes and stuff, big prizes. And I'm mainly doing this because, well, I kinda like you all and I think I should give something back for once. At least a little. Especially since there are so many great artists in this community. And because my channel's 3rd anniversary is actually coming up. Yeah, I could have probably waited until like the 5th year or something, but I have some interesting plans and surprises in the next couple months coming up, so I thought it would be appropriate. And speaking of the competition, I mentioned the prizes earlier, and no, they're not Hideaki plushies, at least this time. But one thing I will be giving away though is $1,000 to the piece I think is the best. Yes, you heard that right. I'm giving away one whole grand. Mainly because I thought it was a nice, big, well-rounded off number that'll get lots of people interested. And I can also afford it because the vlog channel has been doing especially well. Thanks Bluey Merch Hunt, you're a winner. Okay, well the last one kinda got swept under the rug, but anyways, I know what you're thinking. B&B. Isn't it kind of unfair that this whole thing is based on your opinion? And to be honest, I guess kind of, even though it's about my character. But because I know there's going to be more than just one great drawing obviously, I decided to make it a bit more fair by having more prizes. As well, first place will get 1,000, second will still get a decent 200, third gets 100, and fourth and fifth will get a small but still nice $50 each. So there's a few chances to win here. And I should add that pretty much everyone is allowed to join, regardless of age, where you're from, or frankly, if you even know me or not, because I know great artists come from many different places and different forms, so regulating it to only a couple demographics would just be unfair. And with that said, I'm sure many of you are wondering how to win anyways. Well, of course, being an event about my channel, the main focus will be on Hideaki and his lunchbox obsession. Okay, I'm joking, don't do that. But it is about Hideaki. So as long as you make a drawing featuring him, it pretty much counts. But if you want to earn bonus points and increase your chances of winning, I suggest you listen closely. So for those who do want to do a little bit extra, I decided to also add a theme for the competition, being of course, retro fast food design. Basically, if you draw Hideaki chilling in an 80s, 90s, or even older fast food restaurant, that'll make me incredibly happy. But if you don't want to draw that, as I know it can be a bit complicated, you're also more than welcome to draw him at the beach or the boardwalk, as an alternative theme I suppose. And if you were to ask me, personally I like the fast food idea more, but I know some people can create some amazing stuff with the beach idea, so I'm just throwing it out there. Outside of that though, I'll also drop a few more hints and point out a few other things I love seeing in fan art, like Hideaki's car, which is based on this old Chrysler I actually own, Hideaki in a suit, because you can't go wrong with Hideaki in a suit, and references to videos or past content would also be really funny as well. Also, regarding Hideaki's design, I did recently announce a new, more unique look for him, but I still do use the more bluified one, like in this exact video. So either of those, or any other unique style you might have, all count. I'm not going to be too picky here. And for those who need reference pictures, I will be including some for download in the description. But, of course, considering the big stuff involved, I'm gonna cover some quick rules. So, as I mentioned before, Rule 1. Winners will be chosen based on my own personal judgment, but I will try to be fair, I promise. 2. Pretty much anyone is allowed to participate. 3. The initial deadline for entries is on November 20th, 2023, just a little less than 2 months from when this video should be released. However, this deadline may be extended if needed, such as needing more time to decide on winners or to accept more final entries. 4. Winners must already have an online payment method beforehand in order to receive prize money. However, if one doesn't, they will not receive the prize money, but will still keep their place in the competition. So for those who don't have a payment method or just want to share their art for fun, that's perfectly fine. But for those who do have payment methods, I should add that I personally prefer PayPal or Venmo, as other payment services should be fine, but those two are the most reliable for me based on my own experiences. But now on to Rule 5. The drawings must be new. As much as I appreciate all of the existing fan art, only new pieces of fan art will count, and only one drawing per artist can be chosen as a winner. However, I should mention though that for those who want to draw multiple pieces or make an improved one, you can submit multiple drawings, as some people already have, but only one can actually receive a prize. Because having one person win 2, 3, or even all 5 prizes would be kind of anticlimactic. Also, Rule 6, which is that other rules or limitations may apply if needed, because while I've stated a lot already, we might run into some confusion down the line that may require some updates or additions to the rules. So basically, if there's any changes, please don't sue me. But with that said, stuff like the prize money isn't gonna change. It's not a scam, I promise.
Well, that didn't sound suspicious at all.
But for real, it's gonna happen. And if it doesn't, then you can call me out on Twitter or X or whatever it's called. And finally, one last disclaimer, which is that any fees or additional costs, such as those from transferring money, will be deducted from the prize payout and paid for by the winner. Yeah, this one honestly sounds kinda bad, but it makes things a lot easier on my end. And the fees, if there even are any, are usually relatively small, so I wouldn't worry about it. And with that said, that's pretty much the gist of what you need to know. But as I have made this announcement already on my socials, I've already gotten a lot of great questions. So to add some more context and clear up some confusion, I'll quickly go over a few of the most frequent ones. To start off, can it be hand-drawn? Yes, pretty much any form of drawing is accepted, sketches and paintings included. Now I should mention that I do prefer digital drawings usually, as they tend to look cleaner and more detailed, but I know some people can create some amazing traditional art. Is there an age requirement? As I mentioned before, pretty much anyone is allowed to participate, so no. What if I'm outside the United States? This is another one I sorta covered, but basically, anyone from anywhere is allowed to participate. And for those who are worried about receiving the prize money in US dollars, services such as PayPal do transfer currencies, albeit with a small fee. Where do I submit my work? So for this one, there's a few options, but my preferred methods are tagging or DMing me on Twitter or Instagram, since I often check those, and will increase your chances of being seen. However, if neither of these work for you, you're also welcome to send me an email at my main email address, bbproductionsemail@gmail.com. These will be the best ways to contact me, and if you do post them publicly, which I personally recommend, please don't forget to use the hashtag Hideaki2023 to be counted. Can I have someone else draw my entry? Short answer, yes. If someone such as a sibling or relative wants to participate but doesn't have an online presence, I'm perfectly okay with this. However, to keep things somewhat fair, if you decide to then draw your own piece or they draw another one, the one winner per artist rule still applies. And it should also be noted that if you commission or actually pay another artist money to do your work, I probably won't count it, as that kinda feels like cheating. What if I already had a piece planned or finished before the announcement, but didn't post it? As long as it's posted or sent after the announcement, it still technically counts. Can it feature multiple characters? As mentioned before, the main focus is Hideaki, but any other characters or OCs are more than welcome. And finally, will my art be featured in a video? Overall, I do want to make a video featuring some of the best drawings, but I can't make any guarantees yet because of my schedule. However, I will try to feature as many of them as possible in my Art of the Day segments in the near future. And with that said, that's pretty much everything you need to know about my new art competition. I am personally really excited for this one, and I know it's gonna be a blast. So if you have any interest in art or know somebody who does, please feel free to participate and share the news around, because I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to participate. But with that, that's pretty much all I have for now. If you have any questions, please leave them down below or send a message to my socials or email. And until next time, my name's Hideaki, and I'll be signing out. Have a nice day, everyone, and best of luck to everyone who participates. I can't wait to see what y'all have in store.